think most men with money are
Right.
generous and treat their women good, or do you think most men
Right.
with money are financially abusive towards their women? That's the question I'm asking you.
Most men with money can treat their women good, even their
I didn't
side pieces. Right. Their main
do
women
that.
and their side women.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
See, so he wanted to like make this general statement that most men with money can treat their women, treat their women generously in order to win point, right? He wanted to win the point rather than understand what I'm saying. You're making he's making the generalization that most men with money treat their women good, but that's not it. The reason I respond the way I did is because I said most men with money can. I never said most men with money will. Most men with money, if they can pay for access to women, they'll do so, right? If that's easier, if they find that to be easier. Other men with money can be interested in the one woman and don't have to leverage money in order to acquire said woman, and is willing to be generous and share that not only with his wife or said woman, but a side piece too. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why I think he wanted to win the argument so bad he was unwilling to understand my point, because my point was you guys are talking about two different men. You're not talking about, you can't make this generalization that men with money treat their women well, because we don't know most men with money. So, I mean, they have the most men with money can and have the opportunity to treat their women well. Whether or not they do it is unbeknownst to us, but they have the option. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, let me see where this goes.
Sense. I believe there's a minority of men who are financially abusive and controlling it. And again, I'm still trying to figure out what that financially abusive is. Typically, it's like a man asking his woman to budget because she likes to spend. Women love spending money.
There's that, but there's a
So
business aspect too.
so can you give me an example of how a man can be financially abusive?
Withholding money. Like he gets
Or what?
mad at you and now I'm not giving you nothing. Or he'll buy you things, but he'll take those things right back from you. Like they do a lot of different things. Like just because they feel a way. Men will do that. Like, especially like men who are married with wives that don't work, like they'll withhold money. I need gas money. What you need gas money for? You're not going nowhere, so you don't need it. Like that's abusive.
Okay,
I'm
I
just
agree.
saying it does happen.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I guess if people are withholding money, that is extremely abusive. But
Yeah.
we don't think most men are doing that, do we?
I still think you guys are speaking to
Let me interrupt because I was trying to.
Okay, so True was about to say something. His name was True Table. He's listening to the exact same conversation that I'm listening to. And what he's trying to say is that you guys are speaking past each other. You're talking about two different people. So he was the one who wanted to interject and shed more light to the conversation. This is this is what happens. And it's not no shade or anything. This is what happens on a panel when it's messy and you get interrupted. When you get interrupted, had I been able to make my point more articulately, they both would have probably agreed to what I've said, or what I was trying to convey, which is you're talking past each other because you're talking about two different men. Bo is right talking about one kind of man who like I said, the CEO mindset that says, what's the price? Because I'm dealing with this person, whether it be a person I'm doing business with or I'm in a relationship with, I deal with them the same way because that's the only mindset I understand and how I win. So that's one personality type versus the other personality type, and we're not able to articulate. Me or True Table are not able to articulate because they're speaking past each other. They think that they're talking about the exact same guy who has money or a group of men who have money, and they're not. They're talking about two different people, two different men with money, and they keep trying to like one up each other or something. So it gets kind of messy. I'll leave it there. Like messy is a good term. But that's what you just heard. You just heard two people speaking past each other who are unwilling to have someone who can articulate, hey, you're both talking about something completely different. You're talking about men with money. That's the topic, but you're talking about a certain type of person over here who would do that versus someone over here who wouldn't. And you needed that context, and they just didn't get it.
Get in there and say something.
I was trying to go ahead, Don.
No, go ahead. Go. I mean, I don't know if you caught it, but if you didn't, just go ahead and go. I'll just wait again.
Well, I think when we're speaking again, I think men do this. We romanticize this idea that you have the money and then women are just flocking to these men with money. I firmly believe, just in reality, to go outside, women are still, they want the best of both. They're not going to compromise treatment for money most cases. We see very, very few women who will do that. That is not the common woman. Like abundance, I'm sorry, it's just not.
Stop right there. Stop right there. If we walked into a building, there were 20 men.
So it's just like kind of. So you see what I'm saying? Like, so True. So True Table's trying to make a point, right? He's making the point relatively the same kind of way I'm trying to make the point and explain it, but it's not. He gets interrupted. You see what I'm saying? So he's unable to articulate what he's trying to get out simply because of the interruption, and it's triggering because no one can express themselves. When you have someone that kind of like over talks and is overbearing, then nobody's making any sense. They suck out all of the oxygen in the room. And it's like, dude, you need to sit and listen to the whole entire idea before you interrupt and say stop. Like, nah, he doesn't need to stop. You need to listen to what he has to say, and that's something that he's gonna have to work on. That's a him thing. I mean, no shade, but it's just like you heard the same thing I did. So, hey, I mean, yo, yeah. So let me I guess continue. There's like 2 minutes left.
Men to the right with abundance of money, and there was 20 men to the right that would love women for life. They don't have no money. Who would women pick?
If she could visibly see who has more, just visibly, you're talking money?
These guys over here don't have wealth, but they'll love you for life. These guys right here, they might not be the most loving, but they can take care of you financially for life. They have wealthy. Who would women pick? Most women in modern today, would they pick the men who are wealthy? They might not be loving you as much. They're not going to be detrimental to you, but they might not be able to love you as much, the best, and the way you would want to be loved. But these men here, they don't have money. They don't have money to their name.
So it's a question of what are women choosing, like love or money? But it's a pigeonholed question based off of, like trying to be right or trying to make a point. The problem is True Table needs to make his point first. His point is more important than the question that's being asked. Yes, we know that women are choosing money over love. Yes, we know that. That's not a point that you need to make. The point that True Table needs to make is more important because he had something to say, and so did I. So that was pretty much the end of that clip anyway, or that demonstration of a clip.